Yes, peoples. Welcome back to another episode of the Stockroom podcast, where I'm here with a special guest alongside my two brothers. We've got Michael the Grizzly Bear.
Yeah,
my M1.
I need a trim, man.
Yeah, I can't lie. Now sitting next to you, I'm looking at your beard. I'm like, all right, wow.
It's great, man.
It's been a. Let me even.
You know when people say in September you gotta lock in.
Yeah,
this is
me, bro. This
is not lock in. This is not lock in. This is lockdown.
You know, he looks like an artist that's been in the studio for for time, bro.
I've been sitting in my kitchen, 2 screens, just working every single day for like the last 2 weeks maybe.
No time to think of a trim. Fez.
I ain't even booked one. But money's landed, so go to see Frank.
Yeah, big up Frank. And we've got Bolu.
Hey.
What's up, mate?
We there, man. Good vibes.
And we have a very special guest today.
Very special guest.
Very.
Dripped out
Yes.
in the freshest AV.
Appreciate you.
Humble Averett.
Wow.
If you don't know, get to know.
This one is even what, Crocodilia?
Hey, man. Big drip.
So it's ostrich.
Ostrich!
Greedy.
Wow. That's a big bird. That's a big bird.
We have Cherise AKA Dripeisha in the house.
Yo.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having
Welcome.
me.
Thank you for blessing our small pod.
Thank you so much.
It's a big pod.
But yeah,
How are you?
I'm well. It's a bit chilly, you know.
Bit chilly, man.
Chilly.
What the drip is a bit.
The drop is insane.
Yeah, man.
You catch me inside
Hey.
from
That
now
way.
on, boy.
yeah, I can't lie. I was in Greece last week, yeah. And coming back to this country, I was like, hey.
Slapped you quickly.
I can't lie. I came back when Sunday, the Saturday. The sun was out, but it was still cold. I got out of the plane and my body sighed.
Seized up.
Like literally, I've gone from what 30 something degrees
So a humble 14.
to a literally a humble, exactly.
On a good day. And the rain.
From
Oh, the rain.
gosh.
from
rain.
Luton
Rain.
Airport.
Got me looking at new Arcturexes, man. I need one.
Oh,
I'm screaming.
rain.
Oh, you got that type of money.
I was deep in, you see my man's ACG jacket.
Yeah.
Once the rain was raining, all I was thinking of,
I can't lie.
it'd be so nice to see the water just bounce off my
I want
jacket.
to ask you guys a question.
Go on.
Is it a good idea for me to go and cop the elite work bottoms?
Which ones? The Cortez ones?
Yeah.
I mean, yes. Okay. Let me phrase what I'm gonna say properly.
This has to go in the pod, by the way.
I know. No. I don't mind. Like,
Why do you want them?
It's just the weather, man.
Is that all?
And it's black.
But also, is it going to be practical?
Exactly.
Does it look good or is it practical?
It's very loud. Is that what you want in your life?
Loud.
Like-
That's not been a problem before.
No. In terms of like, if you're wearing the bottoms on its own, and then it's just C star, C star, C star, reflecting in the light. Because obviously, I don't know what color you're gonna get.
Jacket, the
Yeah,
I thought the bottoms,
more simple.
but it still reflects on it.
Minimal.
Okay, cool. Then the jacket. Okay, then that's
the jacket's actually kind of loud.
yeah. Then that changes my opinion. But I feel like, you
It
know what,
might
support the
look
man
like-
them. So I was,
No, but is it practical?
yeah.
I feel like I'm in my era personally of buying things that are practical. I'm only spending money if it makes sense. I'm not gonna have this in 10 years time. I'm gonna have this in 5 years time.
Yeah.
If the question's no, I'm not spending money on it. Like,
Fez.
Okay.
is it practical? Like, does it just look like it's practical? Is it actually practical?
Is it waterproof
thing
or
is-
just water resistant?
Right.
And is it warm?
Is it warm or does it just look good?
Is there
I have to do some
Gore-Tex
market research.
or Gorno?
Anyway, we're getting back into the
Wait,
pod.
what?
I'm not even going to respond to that. We're going to get back into the pod. So, Cherise, tell the people, what do you do?
Do you know what? I love to answer this question. And I always love to answer it with, I try to live an honest life.
See you creatives out there who think you're cool. Like, I do a lot of stuff. That's the real creative answer.
Like, I just try to live
Thank
an
you.
honest life, honestly.
When I tell these guys, you have to be doing some stuff, but I can't really talk about it.
No,
They go to me.
there's
a
difference.
difference.
There's a difference between, oh yeah, I've been doing some stuff, but and then I just try to live an honest life. Wow.
Everything
So
that
I'm
I do.
licensed.
But on the creative side, I guess that's what you really want to know. A bit of everything, you know. I like to call myself a visual artist and creative director. Visual art because it just, I guess, is an umbrella, and it puts everything that I do under it. So like photography, actual art, the rug making, the film making, and it kind of just gathers everything together. And then the creative direction, where it's just coming up with creative concepts for different things. So yeah, that's what I do day to day, but it looks different every day. It really is just dependent on what people want me for, or what mood I'm in. Like, who do I want to be today when I wake up? You know what I mean? Do I want to grab my camera and be a photographer today? Do I want to make a film? Like, it just depends on the day, really.
You touched on being like a creative director. So what does creative direction mean to you?
For me, away from creativity, really, it's just about leadership. It's about being able to have a vision and communicate that vision like effectively, and also give people space to execute their vision too. So I just think for me it's about being a good leader more than it is about the creativity, and yeah, just making sure that the vision gets met at some point.
Because it's important that sometimes some leaders, you'll have like your own sort of thing you want to sprinkle into your small department. Let's say, for example, with an art direction, you might have like something that you want to contribute in that area, and the creative direction is like a certain way, but you trying to add like a little 1%. And the difference between like a good creative director and like maybe one that's not so good is like the ability to let that person be free within the boundaries of what you're trying to achieve. Yeah,
definitely. I think I did a shoot recently, and I remember someone saying, "Oh, you should do X, Y, and Z. Like, make sure you have a mood board so that the makeup artist knows exactly what they're doing, and they can copy and paste." And I was just like, "Nah, for me that's just, it doesn't work like that. I need to make sure that, yeah, this is my vision, but I give this makeup artist space to create their vision too, because I think the best work comes from when you give like creative space to just create." When you box them in, like, kid you not, it's not gonna work.
And people will be proud of their work as well.
Exactly.
In the post of it.
And that's what I love as well, because it's just like, as much as it's my work, it's your work as well. It's something that has to also adhere to your branding and what you do, and something that I want you to be proud of when you know, show it. Do you know what I mean?
Makes sense.
So yeah, like whenever I'm working with creatives, I always make sure that they have space to create, and they feel comfortable in that space. Like, I don't want you to feel like you just have to do what I say. I always say, like, disclaimer, guys, as much as this is like our shoot, this is your shoot too. If you feel like something's gonna work out better, just do it. Don't ask me. I don't want you to ask me. Just do it. Like, if you feel like, oh yeah, I'm gonna give her a wing eyeliner, just give it wing eyeliner. Like, do your thing, because I just feel like I've been on sets where I feel like I can't even ask a question. Do you know what I mean? I just got to, like, militant, like, do what I'm doing. Like, and I hate that, because I feel like it restricts you a lot. So yeah.
What about the creative process drives you, apart from, as you've said, when it comes to like the makeup artists and stuff and giving people space? What other things do drive you?
I think community is big for me. So I think I love the ability to just bring people together, to have a good time and create. I think also life and telling stories that are kind of just like untold. I feel like when it comes to creativity, there's always going to be things that are popular and things that look aesthetically pleasing. But I put up a post the other day about like art and how art is supposed to just ruffle feathers, and if it doesn't ruffle feathers, it's not art, it's an advertisement.
I saw that. That was good.
I think for me, in my personal work especially, it's important that I tell stories that aren't being told. So I think that drives me a lot as well. And yeah, just like experiences, life, a holiday. It doesn't even need to be like mundane. It doesn't need to be traumatic. It could be like the beauty of life, like the sunset. Like, those are the things that kind of like drive my process, really.
Cool. what have been struggles that you have faced within this creative process? Because Michael's told me, and I've seen a couple of times that there have been certain things in different shoots where it's just like, either what is this person doing? Obviously, you give people grace and you give people space, but sometimes you need to be boundaried in terms of obviously the idea. But just in general, what have been struggles that you've had?
Yeah, I feel like it's not even just had. I think it's still an ongoing thing, right? I feel like it's something that's going to continue to happen throughout my creative career. But I would say it could be anything from me not being taken seriously as a creative. I was saying to my friend right now that I feel like I'm known in my borough, but not known in my city. So I'm trying to get to a point where I'm global. Do you know what I mean? And it's funny because I have a lot of people coming to me like, oh, can we go for a coffee? Have you got any advice? Blah, blah. And I'm like, for me, I'm still at the start of my career. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's about, you know, like you pump out work and I'm one project away, but I just don't know whether that project's going to be in 15 years' time or 15 months' time. But I've got to still continue doing the work. So I guess it's that fear of the unknown, in a way. Not being taken seriously, like, and I don't even think it's about not being taken seriously. I think it's more about visibility. And that's why I say you got to continue doing the work, because the eyes aren't on me yet.
But when the eyes do come to you, they have a whole catalogue of work to look at.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
So there's that. And then also just accessibility to resources, to money, there's so many things that I want to do that I can't do yet because I don't have the funds to do it.
Yeah.
And yeah, trying to like work around that. And okay, I can't do this. I can't make this film right now. Maybe I can just do a photo series first, and just trying to figure out ways around it. But there's all sorts of stories that we can go off of. Like I just think it's an ongoing battle to be a creative. To just say that this is what you want to do full time. Like, especially because most of us are coming from a place where we're the first in our family to do it. There's no real blueprint. So it's just about like trying to figure that out and figure out, because we don't really have anyone to go to ask. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, trying to figure that out.
Sorry, do you think that the idea of, in a sense, not being taken seriously comes from people's opinions of multi-hyphenate creatives? As in, for people that don't know, creatives that do multiple things refer to themselves as multi-hyphenate or like multi-layered. Do you feel like that kind of adds to it sometimes?
Cherise, bring your mic close, please.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I feel like I am currently known by brands and stuff for making rugs. And I think I want to be known for my creative concepts. I want to be known for the direction that I do. I want to be known for my films. Like, I want to be known for all of it. Do you know what I mean? Because that's just a part of what I do. I think right now there is a heavy, I guess, eyes are heavily on rugs. I guess that's just like there was
definitely like a phase out of lockdown into like the rest of.
Yeah. And I guess it's a really niche, isn't it? So it's quite exciting for people that have not seen it before. Right. So I understand why it's that way. But I would definitely say there's that, but I also think that when I ask people, what do you know me for? They will name everything. So I don't feel like, because my worry before was that I was confusing people. Do you know what I mean? I was like, I don't want people to come to my page and not know exactly what it is that I do. I don't want them to be confused. So I actually asked my followers, like, what do you know me for? And they were all like, oh yeah, rugs, directing, creative direction. I was like, oh, okay. I seem to be, I seem to be positioning myself in the right way. But I think, eyes are heavily on the rugs right now. And that's okay. That's okay. I just got to like, I think what I'm trying to do now is use that to my advantage in a way that, okay, cool, I made this rug. How can I create a concept around that rug? And then I can be like, yeah, this is the rug that I made. This is the concept that I made around it, and then go from there.
So
makes sense.
Since we're on rugs, is that where you're going to go? Or?
I was going to go somewhere else, but you know, if you can go here, you can go here.
I was going to say, since we're on rugs,
Yeah.
what got you into rug making? And also, off the back of that, who have you then worked with as a result of getting
So, like you said, off the back of lockdown, nothing to do. Bare time on my hands. I actually started to, I was drawing, on my iPad. So I used to work at Apple, and they did Today at Apple sessions. I saw the iPad, I saw them drawing on it. I was like, I want to do that. Bought myself an iPad.
Fair.
Then
damn, they got you.
I got, but do you know what?
Company, fair enough.
But you know, I'm here now because of it. Do you know what I mean? So I started drawing on it. I started off with illustrating. I illustrated for a lady or woman, my friend even, called Shani. And then I was like, I want to be in galleries. Then I started changing like my art style to kind of fit that. But then I was like, it's still digital, and the art world, they like texture, they like strokes. How can I take this and make it relatable to the art world? And then that's where the focus on the rugs came. So I started doing rugs. It started with like playful stuff like Bart Simpson and cartoons from the 90s and just hype beast stuff. Do you know what I mean? To kind of get some traction. Then I made my first like original piece, and that kind of like blew up as well. Off of the back of that, I've been able to work with Netflix. That's been one of my main clients. Nike, Clarks. I think those are the main ones from rug making. So it's been doing pretty well. Yeah. Yeah,
Netflix is no small joke.
Yeah.
How's it been like dealing with brands and I guess like the Netflix and the Nike? Like, what is it like navigating these conversations?
I think obviously at the start of things you always start small because you have no idea, right? No clue. But I had a mentor who really showed me the ropes, like shout out to her. And she was like, no, how are you charging £500? They have like a budget of 50k for that, like charge this much, like. And it was only from having mentors and people in this industry that knew and had experience about like budgeting and like how much was being given for these things or being put aside for these sorts of things, that I was really like learning. All right, cool, I should maybe go higher, a lot higher. And if they come down, then they come down. And even still, I think it's still something that I'm learning now. And I think also when you're like first starting out, or even now sometimes, I will get like brands hitting me up, and because it's a brand and it's big, like you're so desperate for it to like go through. And I think I'm kind of learning now to use my discernment more. Like, is this actually something for me? Is it something that I'm going to enjoy? Because I think it's important for me to enjoy the process as much as it is important for me to create. Like, for me, like creativity is important. So I don't want to get to a point where it becomes a chore. So I have to make sure that I enjoy it. But yeah, it's still something that I'm navigating now. I'm still navigating now. I'm still trying to figure it out. But yes, it's fascinating to know that I'm here from where I was, on an iPad, like drawing.
Are you a good drawer?
Yeah. Oh, because that iPad situation?
No. A lot of people I know that do art, they always say, oh yeah, I'm not a good drawer, but I do art. But it's like, how? because I'm not a good drawer and I'm not good at art. So it's like, for some people, they say, oh yeah, I can't draw. And then you see them drawing, it's like, you actually can't draw. But then when they now go into art and they now translate into art, you're like, how the hell did you make this? Because I know you can't draw. So it's...
I think art is subjective, right?
Yeah.
So there's that. But also, that is genuinely people that can't draw.
Yeah, I can't.
But they can paint. Ask me if I can paint.
See,
I've
but
tried that stuff. It's hard.
see, you say that, yeah, but now it's always. Sorry, I'm just reconnecting my.
Oh, okay.
hotspot.
I thought he was going to show us something.
No, because I was just thinking, like, cool, maybe it's me, but in order to be able to paint, do you not need to draw first?
No, because
Oh.
paint is not about. Oh, as in like draw the picture first.
Yeah.
Now some people just go straight in with paint. You know, no
Some people
drawing.
don't do guidelines.
Yeah,
nothing, they
yeah,
just paint.
straight in paint.
But then now, cool. Maybe it's because I'm just from the outside looking in it. But it's like, let's say, if you say you can't draw, but you're able to paint a face, surely like drawing should be like the overarching thing, or is it just that, oh, this is art?
Well, if you think about the shape of a face, right?
Yeah.
You might not draw exactly the way the shape of the face is, but in terms of
Guys,
your,
I'm
like,
sorry for the tandem that I've brought us on.
in terms of like painting, if you can capture the textures of somebody's face really well, you don't have to necessarily be good at drawing to capture the textures of a face.
And it's
That makes
also
sense.
not just about, because sometimes the end result, it starts off, it's a process, right? Sometimes it starts off like a blob, but then once you start mixing colors and shading and stuff like that, that's when it comes to life.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and I think with drawing it's slightly different. You can't really do that because with painting you can build. I can start a painting all over again, like all over again just by painting over it. I can build for it to like form something. Drawing is a little bit different.
Wish I could draw.
Same.
What do you say?
Wish I could draw.
Same.
But do you know what though? Everyone can. It's just about
It's a skill,
practicing.
innit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hear that.
Everyone can. It's
I hear
just
that.
about practicing it.
How do you... Okay, this can turn into something very big. I'm going to ask it very abstractly. Do you know the whole art is subjective thing, yeah? Or do you know when something is subjective, how does everybody deem that it's good if subjection...
No, but no one, not everybody deems it good.
No, okay, not everybody, but there's a general consensus that something is good. How does the general consensus come about if it's all opinion?
Basquiat. Example.
Value or education. Education.
Yeah, I was
Education comes and says that, oh, this is art. This is how art should be, and it gives you like a tunnel vision of what art should be. But art is subjective. Somebody could go, you could go today, make a canvas, put it into an art gallery, and say you're selling that for $1 million. And if some sheikh from UAE buys
Sheikh
it for $1 million,
Mansour.
buys it for $1 million, now you're a millionaire.
Yeah.
And your art is quote unquote.
And do you know
cold.
what? That's why I hated art in school.
I hear it.
I hated art
Okay.
GCSE.
Yeah.
Because it
what's
was
the
like
guideline?
it was like you're telling me my stuff
You
is
haven't said
rubbish.
anything. You're just showing us a page.
I'm just waiting for you to.
Oh,
to
okay.
land in it. 'Cause it's
Yeah,
like,
no, just
I have
Man,
a
just showing us a page.
cool.
Go on.
No. You finish
Continue,
with the
continue,
sentence and
Cherise.
I will
Nah,
land.
So I hated art because I just felt like you're critiquing my work based off of what I guess GCSE guidelines are telling you art should be. But this is art because I created it. Do you know what I mean?
The themes are important to me. The color choice are
Right.
important to me, and then you're telling me that, yeah, come on, that's like a C, bro.
Yeah.
So everyone should have got A star.
What do I do to improve?
Right.
Oh, maybe like try use this and this. I was like,
I think also it was always about research,
Yeah.
and a lot of artists are going off of just like experience.
It's true.
They're not researching; they are experiencing life and interpreting that into an art piece. And then GCSE says research.
What I was gonna.
Yeah, go on.
What I was gonna say, for example, Basquiat, you can't tell me that this guy didn't rob everyone. Producing stuff like this and having this in museums, for example, objectively speaking, I can't say this looks nice.
but that's your opinion.
I know it's my opinion.
And you know what it is, yeah? Again, value and education are the two things that make art interesting, isn't it? even if you don't respect the art, if there is a value attached to it by a certain community that gives it more notoriety, then the art will be more popular and more consumed by
But
others.
also, it wasn't that popular until he died.
See, so
But
it's
that,
like,
but that goes back to his point about value, because it became valuable because he died.
this is where it's.
I like that answer.
Art
I like
needs
that
to be good to
answer.
sell, bro.
I know, and it's
It
like,
needs to
is
have
it
value
art
of
or are you
some
just a
kind.
con artist?
I mean,
Not him, not him. But see, it's like cool. So
I should have never brought us here.
no, because
no, but what you're saying, I think, is valid though, because I don't know
validate
if have
no,
you read.
no.
No. Do you know why? Have you read Still Like an Artist?
No.
It's basically a book about plagiarism and how all artists are plagiarizing.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
that's a good
nobody's original.
Yeah,
in their
but
art.
but that's just life, isn't it? Like,
no, but Eman, imagine now, yeah, cool. Imagine you die today. God forbid. Imagine you die today, yeah, and then some random person comes into your house and now sells all your shoes, yeah, at like a crazy markup. Say, oh, these are Eman's Travis Scott ones.
I'll be
For
in heaven
example.
smiling. Do you know how lit I am?
But is the money going to you?
It's not going back to them all
It's going back to Chelsea, mate. It's not going to you.
Nah, I
And this is
hear
what I
it.
mean. It's like a con, bro. Because as you said, like his art started to blow up after he passed away. Like for all I know, all the transcripts about all his art could be someone else, some copywriter just making stuff up,
Big fact.
interpreting and be like, oh yeah, let's make this sell.
Yeah.
This bro could have drew this and
I
be
mean,
like,
Draw.
if we want to go
Same
real
thing.
deep into
Sorry, I didn't.
the
Know.
I would
art
have been like,
world,
it's just a bird.
and
Hey.
and the amount of like illegal activities going on, like
man.
you know.
Hey, man.
I feel the same way about shoes, but that's a story for another day.
Hey, man.
Talk about shoes though. Should we get into ours?
Why not? That's a great segue. What have you got on foot today, Bolu?
Nothing crazy, just the best silhouette of the year.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
still going with that shout.
I am still going with it, and you know I'm right. I've got on the New Balance 1906s, and we named this silhouette, innit? Or was it the other one?
That was the other
I mean, the other colorway. This is what? Metallic silver.
Is this the
and-
base? That's not the basement.
No. This is the one that I said I have that looks like the basement one.
Oh,
Metallic silver and
yeah,
cream.
bad shoe.
Ish. Is it bad shoe? Hate on,
Was
bro.
that bad as in good or bad
No,
as
no,
in
no,
You
bad?
don't like them.
When the missus wears, if he says bad, he's bad.
What have you
Yeah.
got for Cherise?
I have on a Cold War and Timberland boat shoe.
Yeah, man.
Steady.
Yeah.
Cold free, eh?
Very good. Today I am wearing New Balance
Boo.
990 V5, V5, just a normal grey, introductory
Bad prep.
service
Bro.
level.
I've not been able to get into New Balance, you know.
Why not?
The comfort is there, man.
I can
I
imagine.
can transform. I'm joking. Go on.
Do you want to try these on?
I can imagine. I just think it's the dad silhouette
How big
for
is
me.
his
Yeah.
You walked into that.
All right, man.
I'm wearing the CDG times Nike TL 2.5s. Yeah, man. Up there with one of the releases of the year, in my opinion. A very, very cool prep. Yeah, man.
Oh, where's your comments now?
Huh?
Oh, you can't say anything.
No.
No, he has something to say. He made faces.
No. That's the thing. I always feel like I'm being negative. I'm not that guy.
Be negative. Because if you're going to be negative to me, you might as well be negative to Michael as well.
He said, spread the hate.
No, it's just that it's a lot. It's a lot for a CDG. The price, we've put out a snippet before. The price markup of CDG is crazy,
Hey, man.
but Michael pays to play. So,
Hey, man.
and if you now don't buy it, Bolu will come and now say, "Oh, so all of the shoes that you like, you don't even buy them."
It's a catch-22.
It's catch-22, man.
Or no, he still doesn't have the MX Sunders. Anyway,
You know what, though?
Go on.
I saw someone at the Nike outlet, and they had the Volt green ones, and it looked like they had the pink ones next to it. So maybe they could potentially have my size there. So I'm gonna have to make my way to the O2 quick soon.
Oh, it's the O2 outlet.
Yeah. And that brings us to these beautiful pair of shoes on the table. Cherise, we always ask our guests to bring a special shoe
Yeah.
onto the episode when they come on. And you brought these.
Yeah,
So what are
yeah.
they and why did you bring them?
These are the Aleali May. I can't remember what the actual shoe is called.
Oh, the Edge on 6s.
They are.
Yeah.
But the
What-
actual
oh, the colourway.
The
colourway,
actual name
yeah.
for the shoe.
I actually can't remember.
Can't remember.
Forgive me. But it was the first 6 that we got, because I'm a size 5. And so that means I get a lot of junior trainers, which misses a lot of the details in the design. So this was one of the first pairs that I was able to get that has the, I guess, male's design in it. Also made by a woman.
Yeah.
So anything made by women, I'm supporting, I'm copying. And I think this was my second pair, because she's got another pair that's Jordan 1s. They're multicolored.
The mid, are they the mid ones?
No, they're high, and they got like the furry.
Oh, those
tongue.
ones, and you can take off the fur tongue.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I think these dropped after that. So I've got those as well.
Okay.
But yeah, not many shoes in my collection that are made by women. So I mean, I don't buy things that I don't like.
Okay.
So I love these, and I don't wear them much, mainly because
they're very clean.
they're
Extremely
very clean, and mainly because the sizing is off.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I'm a size 5. This is a woman's 5, whereas I'm like a junior's 5.
All right.
So the sizing is just a bit off for me, and they're a great shoe as well. So I don't want to ruin them too much.
That's Nubuck, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. If anything happens to that shoe,
I know, it's game over, isn't it?
So
Game
summertime,
over.
One time where quickly.
Literally.
and is that glow in the dark sole? The milky.
I'm not actually sure. Possibly.
I
I've had them
think
for a
it is.
minute.
It looks. It looks like
It looks like it
is.
should be. But
It looks like
that-
it should
that's
be.
also like a very Nike thing for it not to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
So
Yeah.
Very good shoe though. I really
But
like
yeah,
it.
no, they're
And
they're
the nice
sensational.
salmon-ish colorway.
Yeah.
What shoe have you enjoyed this year?
This year, do you know what? Yeah, I'm kind of out of the game. You know.
Okay.
I'll be so real. I just feel like we're lacking creativity. We're
Okay.
dropping the same colorways, but I really loved the Jordan 3 by Nina.
Oh yeah.
I copped those.
They're very pretty.
And again, a woman, an illustrator at that, an artist. So I copped those. I love those. But I actually haven't copped that many things. Like, I think the things that I have copped are old. So
Okay.
like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Cold Wool,
Yeah.
these dropped last year or the year before that?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and I copped them this year.
Fair,
Okay.
fair enough.
I bought the Venida Carter Timberlands,
Which
one?
color?
the black colorway.
Oh, the glazed donut
Yeah.
black
yeah,
one.
yeah, the black colorway. I dropped.
They came
that.
out this year.
Yeah.
No,
Or
they
was it
came
last
out
year?
years ago, but
The wheat one came out last year,
yeah.
and then they dropped the wheat and black again
This year.
this year.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
So I bought those. But yeah, I've not been like heavily
Heavy.
into trainers as well. I feel like I'm kind of evolving out of the trainer. I've got loads of trainers, but I tell you for free, I do not wear them. Like, there's so many that I'm like, yeah, I need to sell these. Cause
So what do you see yourself wearing then? Like the boat shoes or?
Boat shoes, like Timberlands, Clarks. I wear a lot of Clarks.
Yeah.
Oh, I bought the Golf and Clarks collab.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The green colorway.
Cool.
So that was like nice, because I'm a person, I like color, love color. I love things that are fun, playful, and I just feel like we're not really getting that anymore.
She's us wearing all black.
I know. It's winter. It's
Yeah,
winter,
no, I
it's
hear it, I
winter.
hear it, I hear
It's
it, I
cold.
hear
It's
it.
cold.
Summertime, you're back outside.
Summertime, we're back. But yeah. So yeah, I've not bought much. So yeah, a lot of Clarks, a lot of boat shoes. That's what I'm on right now.
So like almost like a smart casual kind of.
Literally, yeah,
Hey.
literally.
Yeah, I feel like getting older is like, I wear trainers, but I've noticed that it's not a facade, but we enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, we enjoy it. We're here because we enjoy it. We love what we do. We love literally love of the game.
Yeah, man.
But sometimes it's just like, I can't wear Air Jordan 1 high.
To the club,
Like, and I'm gonna wear low. I'm just gonna wear another low shoe. Like sometimes I feel like it's I don't know if it's the right way to phrase this, but like wearing heels for women, like it's nice to look at, it's nice and all, but
How practical is it?
how practical?
Yeah.
How practical is it to wear?
You know, I don't really have discomfort with like a Jordan or something like
Okay.
that. But I just feel like we're just repeating the same colorways. It's just so boring. Like, just give us something different. And like, they'll drop a shoe, and I'm like, I'm sure it's like it's the same colorway just flipped.
Yeah.
Like let's put the red in the mid, and like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just
You know what
like
it is? I feel like you see where I see it is like, as much as I agree, I feel like it's difficult. Like in the sense that they're a business, right? And it's like, if they were to sit down and say, let's find a completely new colorway to drop, and you look through the catalogue of the existence of the brand and how far it's been to find that one specific color that hasn't come out, I think they would struggle.
yeah,
They'll
no.
probably release
I
a
think
colorless
you're
shoe.
right, but I don't think it's just about the colorway. It's about the materials. It's about the
Of
texture.
course, of course.
Like, I feel like maybe 5 years ago, we was getting a lot of textured shoes. We was getting a lot
And
of
really, there are a lot of good quality ones, for example.
good quality, like even like the Air Max ones that are like leopard print, and do you know what I mean? Like, we're just getting fun colorways. Now it's just like, oh, red, white, black, red, white, black.
Yeah.
It's just repetitive. It's boring. Like, just give us something different, I think. And also just go into the archives and just like do a spin on it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it even takes that much to, because people are happy with what they're happy with, innit? But I think for someone that has been collecting trainers since I was probably like 9 years old, I had older sisters. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, I need something new. I need something fresh. Bring back Huaraches, the high top Huaraches.
Yeah.
Bring
Yeah.
those
Oh.
back.
I'm waiting for those.
Give it some time.
Give it some time, but like, do you know what I mean? Things that we were wearing back in the days that were
Yeah.
popular, just bring those back. Like, listen, those
I
were
think
a
next
staple.
year's going to be a very interesting year,
Yeah.
especially because of all recent developments. But we'll talk about that another time. I
Yeah.
guess.
But
'cause-
do you
yeah.
Do
Go
you
on.
think like high top Huaraches would actually sell though? Like, let's think about it as we are still the 2%. Because they tried, but they tried with the lows.
No. It's different.
The low
It's different.
Huaraches, that is
It's
different. It is different.
Because you're talking about the 2% as sneakerheads.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, when I say us, I'm not talking about us as sneakerheads. I'm talking about us as the culture.
Okay.
The culture dictates what people wear. And I feel like for crap like that, once it comes out, enough
needs-
people will buy it. That
I think the culture's already shifting. We're already going back, right?
Yeah.
We've already got mains, like, jumping on the Kickers collab. Like, what we're wearing is like 90s, early 2000s fashion right now. That's where we're at. So I think it's a perfect time to drop them, because, like you said, like, we are the culture, and we put it on. The kids are gonna put it on. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, I feel like it would need a push, and it will need a push, and it will need a collab.
yeah, but you know that's not a problem.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm. If in terms of if that's what they wanted to do, if that's how we see it in terms of bringing stuff like the high Huarache back, it needs a push from somewhere in terms of a good, like a big, not a big name, but a relevant name, because you have big names.
I don't even think it has to be too big.
But
Yeah, exactly.
It has to come from somewhere where it makes sense.
Yes,
Like the Cortez collaboration that's been pending on the way for this specific silhouette. If that drops, that'll do the job.
Do you
Unless they do the relevant
really?
rollout.
You know what the thing is? I don't know if it's gonna be enough. You know, because
It doesn't have to be enough though.
no, it kind of
it's
does.
provocative.
Why?
Because it's like, if this was a thing where Nike's main competitor was themselves, of course that's gonna be enough. Don't need anything else. But now when it's like everyone else is low key like eating up a
They
lot
need to
more
make money.
What?
But I
of the
think
market share,
if it's a Cortez collab, anything Cortez is just gonna go anyway.
yeah, but as in the Cortez one will go. But then when they start releasing their own inline ones,
I just think
That's
the
where it's-
colorways just have to be correct. That's it.
Bro, literally, just
Like-
bring back. Start with keep simple, OG colorways. Just bring the ones that made the most sense.
The
back.
ones that make sense.
Bring back like the Miami Dolphin looking pair with the white, blue, and orange. Bring back the grey with the burgundy and the black. Like, just bring back the
Yeah.
hardest silhouettes and hardest colorways.
Also, they've kind of done it with like CDG. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And those did pretty okay. They're not the same
they did
like
the
as a
carnival, innit?
Huarache.
The carnival was the one that's a little bit similar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also the what are those? They're black and white. Not black and white. They have a black colorway.
Oh, the phone was it?
No.
Oh, the Sunders.
Oh yeah, the
to show me.
Thundermaxes.
You have to
Was
show
it?
me. Yeah, it's got a zip.
Yeah,
Thundermax,
Sundermax. Yeah.
Similar sort of design.
So you talking about your sisters and obviously the shoes that you're wearing. What influenced your style, and how did that come about?
So I'm from a Jamaican background.
That makes sense now.
Yeah. So a lot of the things that I wear is very loud. Very loud, and I think that's just like,
I see it now.
yeah. I think that's the influence. That's why I like colour. That's why I like the playfulness. My dad was a DJ, still has a sound system to this day. And I think those were my influences because he's in the limelight and he has to look good. His kids have to look good. Do you know what I mean? And my stepmom as well, like she's quite young with it. So we're always looking fresh. And like I said, I got older sisters. You think that I was going anywhere looking crazy.
Yeah.
What? With them?
Yeah.
Listen.
Mum said I have to go out here.
Yeah. literally, they're giving me a whole outfit from their wardrobe. Like a whole outfit. So I think, yes, it's come from that. It's come from musical influences. It's come from my Jamaican culture. It's come from my sisters being obviously, like, I think they're 2 years older. So, like, 2 school years older than me.
Okay.
So, I'm in year 7, they're in year 9. Like, there's no way that I can look bummy.
Do you still go by school years? Because I do.
Yeah, I feel like that's going to be a lifetime thing, you know.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
just-
I
it
don't
just
think
makes
it's
life so
gonna
much
leave
easier.
us. I just think it's part.
It
It's
makes
just
too
part
much
of
sense
it.
as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
because like someone like born in '99, but you're September. Oh, I can relate more.
Yeah,
but like,
yeah.
if you're like January, like,
yeah,
like,
yeah. I
why
think
you
that's
so
what's
old?
like.
You know what I mean? Like, why you so old? Anytime, like that August date is
Wait,
like,
you born in '99?
I am.
His
Wow.
birthday is in January.
Like,
No, but you get what I mean, though. Like,
Are
if
you,
you're,
when are you lot born?
99 as well, but June.
Oh, you lot are young, man.
He's 98.
You lot are babies. Bless you, man. But yeah,
cause I was thinking, I still go by school year. Like,
yeah. I think it's gonna be something that we stay with. Do you know how long we was in school for?
Bro,
We was
Yeah.
in school for a majority of our lives.
so it's 7 years up until now, innit?
Yeah.
is it?
Obviously 5 years secondary school, and if you stay 6th form.
Even-
But
Let's
even
go back.
Even
even
primary.
primary.
Oh, primary?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, we've been in school more like longer than we've been like yeah.
Fair.
Damn, I never thought about it like that. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes me feel old. But yes, anyways, moving on. Let's get into your music side. Because I know that obviously you are a multi-hyphenate, you do a lot. So in terms of music, what, like, have you got a favorite artist, and what artists have you been working with / around?
Do I have a favorite artist? I don't think I have a favorite. I have favorites. So I would say day to day, I listen to like R&B,
Okay.
jazz, neo soul. That's the type of stuff that I listen to. So I love like Venna.
oh,
Yeah.
I love
oh,
Venna.
oh gosh,
music.
that's music.
I love
said
Control.
That's music.
Yo, so, did you say?
Control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Control, like absolutely love him.
Great
Because I
artist.
think it's also Venna is like more of a new school,
Yeah,
whereas
sure.
Control like I can hear Control and listen to Control and feel like I'm listening to 80s like music. So I feel like he gives like a mixture of both. I love.
Sorry, disclaimer. Eman only listens to Afrobeats.
Oh really? Yeah, I can't lie.
I got that with Bolu, but he was looking at me this whole time.
I saw you in my peripheral. I was like,
As soon as you see when she said control, he's like,
I'm not an Afrobeat babes. I'm sorry.
I hear it.
I listen to a lot of UK artists as well. So
Yeah.
like,
I can relate
I
there.
mean,
back
the
in the
people
room.
that I just mentioned are UK, but like Lexamore, I love Lexamore.
She's so cold.
So cold.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so glad she dropped new music because I was banging out that one
Well, that one track that
project for
Bro,
time. for time. Like I probably know it word for word
I
now.
found her by accident. I was just going through music and I put on like a create station up of music.
Yeah.
And she came up and I was like, wait, hold on. This is from an album. Let me listen to the album.
Yeah.
Listen to it over and over again. I'm like, let me go check her socials. Is she alive? Like, what's going on?
Is she alive?
Yeah, she was quiet though. She was quiet for a while, but I guess she was working on that new music, bro.
I can imagine. Sometimes needed.
And Jeremy, love her.
Hear it.
Yeah, I mean, I listen to a lot of underground. I say underground because I don't think it's underground, but not commercial music. I prefer it. I feel like there's more emotion. It's more emotive, and I feel like you get the real artist then. Yeah. And then when they go commercial, I kind of tap out.
You're one of those people.
I hear it though.
How do you make it out of the hood, man? Now your music's gonna change.
Yeah, no, it's real painful.
There's
then
so
I gotta
many
find
cases.
someone else to lock into.
There's so many examples of artists like blowing and then or signing a deal and all of a sudden like
The
they ain't got
music
that
just
hunger
shifts.
anymore.
Yeah.
It shifts. It's even like someone like Summer Walker. Although her music is great now that she's commercial, if you listen to like the mixtapes that she was making, like the depth of that music, like you can't get that in her commercial music. So, yeah, I just prefer like the low key artists.
Like when you're in the limelight, you kind of like almost live life a little less. Like, because you're so like hyper visible, you can't live and experience those like stories you were experiencing when you were like not known.
And I guess it makes you more mindful about sharing it.
Exactly.
Because there's more eyes, right?
More protective of your story,
Yeah.
So then it's like you're taking stories from others or telling stuff from like other people's lenses, and that's nice, but essentially it's not you.
Yeah.
There's only one person who's
Yeah.
done that well, in my opinion. That was
Who's
Usher. Confessions Part 2 and Part 1. That was good. But other people like.
But I think it's just a different time as well.
Yeah.
Because I think back then, music was deep. That's the only kind of music that you was getting was deep music.
Yeah.
Like
Fairs.
it was always coming from the depths of their soul.
Dancing in the rain.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
literally. And then if I'm outside, dancehall. But like day to day, I don't listen to that. Like people will be like, oh, you know dancehall tunes, but yeah, day to day, I'm not listening. That's too loud. It's too rowdy. It's too violent. It's too slack. Like, but in the club, dancehall.
Yeah,
Like, I'm trying to hear that. In terms of like artists that I'm working with, I work with an artist at the moment called Lilo Gold. Sensational artist. Like, wow. Like it's such a privilege and honor to work with her and to, I guess, be on the other side of like seeing her like make her music, like being in the studio and seeing her create something from scratch, and how it's like, I feel like it's made me appreciate music in a different way. From like being like pass the mic, start singing one melody, then just start writing to the melody, and I'm just like, is this how music's made? Like, but yeah, she's incredible. She's an incredible artist. Like her vocals are insane. And so yeah, we've been working since the top of this year. And I've just been working with her on her creative direction, her social media presence, her music videos and stuff like that. Yeah.
Are there any artists you'd like to work with?
I would love to work with like Little Sims.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I would
that'd
love
be
to
nice.
work with Little Sims. I love Little Sims. Like, who else?
When you say work with Little Sims, let's put it into the universe. What do you want to do?
Oh, I'd love to creative direct something. Yeah, like a music video. But that's pressure as well, because them music videos are up there.
Hey, man.
Like those music videos are. So I don't think that will be anytime soon because I'm still building. I'm still learning. Who knows? But yeah, one day we'll make that happen. Hopefully. And
Do you not think that that's imposter syndrome?
do you know what?
He's got you there.
Yes and no. It's funny because I've been having this conversation with my friends, because I have a camera. And they're like, you're a photographer. And I'm like, no, I'm not a photographer. They're like, why don't you like calling yourself a photographer? You're sick at it. You're a photographer.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not a photographer because I have so much to learn. I have so much still to learn, so I feel like I'm not a photographer. I feel like I'm not a filmmaker. Yes, I've made 2 films, but I just don't feel like I have the...
I have a rule.
What's that?
my rule is, if you've done something 3 times or more, you can claim that title. The first time can be a fluke, the second time you learn your lessons, and the third time should be way better than the first 2. So, effectively speaking, if you've done it 3 times to a capacity that people can respect you and call you that, because by the second time, people will always be calling you that.
Yeah.
It's then for you to kind of like almost like buy into the idea of yourself. Without buying into your own hype, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Damn, you have a lot of wisdom. You should talk more.
On top of that though, like the reason why you're saying you're not a photographer is because like it sounds like you're looking at other people and you're viewing how like there's like people who you know that are in quotation marks better at photography. That's why you're like, oh, I'm not a photographer.
Do you know what?
Like
One
them.
thing that I don't do is compare myself. I don't look at other.
Good.
I don't look at other creatives and be like, oh, they're doing this, and I just stay in my lane. I'm very much like tunnel vision. I don't look elsewhere, and that's kind of like with everything in my life. I just think it's. I think it's the pressure. Maybe it could potentially be the pressure. If now that people call me a photographer, and I was speaking about this earlier as well, like people know me for creating great work, right? Now there's pressure for me to create great work. Every time I post something, it has to be great because people think, oh, that's what she does. Like track record, everything she does is great. So I think it's probably the pressure around it. And also just because I just don't feel like I've done enough. I bought a camera in March.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I've had 1 paid job with that camera.
But
Like,
again, not to say you should compare yourself with others, but some people have got none.
true.
And the thing is, you're not stationary. Like, you're a moving vehicle, innit? So you work across different things. So yes, you've done one photography job, but that's not because you haven't been working on other things. You've been busy elsewhere. Like, if I asked you, cool, with all the pictures you've taken this year, could you do an exhibition?
Could I create an exhibition with the pictures I've taken?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you talking
Your
about?
answer's there, mate. Your answer's really there. And on top of
But
that,
then would I want to?
it's not about would you want to.
Okay, but like...
But you have the facilities.
You have the capacity to.
Yeah.
And on top of
Fair
that,
enough.
someone has invested their money into you to
Yeah.
do photography. That means someone
Fair.
else can go around and say, she's a photographer. I paid her to do photography.
That's true.
And you have a reference.
Somebody has actually put their trust in you, saying that this woman is my photographer.
Yeah.
This woman is doing the photography
Damn.
for me. So
And
yeah,
you know how
she's
uncomfortable I feel hearing that.
which is the imposter syndrome.
Like, I feel
that-
mad
yeah.
uncomfortable
you
hearing
challenge
that.
yourself, innit? Like,
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, I think one thing that I appreciate about all creatives is that at some point it might feel fun until you sit down and really like, damn, is it just like kind of me flowing through this world with the belief in God and in myself that these opportunities will just come.
And
to
I
me.
think that's it as well, because once I put the name on it, then it's like I've got to deliver, and instead of just have fun with it. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's part of it as well.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
as much, cool, I understand that. But at the same time, though, like, the person who dictates if you're going to have fun or not is yourself.
Yeah, 100%.
So you can still deliver and still have fun.
100%. I think for me, I just, like, especially when it comes to photography, I just do it because I enjoy it. Not
Yeah.
because I'm not... well, to be fair, it comes with everything that I do. But especially photography, since the other things that I do have now become monetary. So,
yeah, it's okay to want to keep something
yeah.
that you enjoy, but you can still respect your level of ability to know yourself what that position requires, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
It's interesting.
hey man.
It's so interesting because it's a conversation that keeps coming up. It keeps coming up like, oh, you're so good at it, you're so good at it. And I'm just like, guys, I just want to take pictures because it's fun.
Because you'll never know like who's waiting for you to claim that title somewhere, and it's like, oh, you're a photographer now, sweet, because I have a photography.
Do you know what's mad? It's like my Instagram bio, I'm always changing it
Yeah.
all the time. Like, I'll go from visual artist to creative director, then I changed it to visual storyteller,
Yeah.
to now it's nothing.
Fair.
Because I'm just like,
You should put all encompassing in big bold
because
letters.
imagine putting photographer, filmmaker, director, creative director. It's just
Yeah.
like, for
That's
me,
what
I'm just like,
portfolio's for, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah.
I think like with Instagram, you find like one nice overarching title that you can relate with, and make sure that all of your work can like you were saying earlier, all your work can kind of contribute to that overarching
Overall
theme.
thing, yeah.
And then from there, people know you as that, and they book you as such. And it's like, okay, cool, you want to work with me? What is it you want to do?
Yeah.
My portfolio shows this, and then kind of just
Yeah, you're right.
go that way, kind of thing.
But right now, I'm no one.
You are somebody. You are somebody.
You're flowing and glowing.
I'm flowing.
Yeah.
Literally.
All right, cool. Question.
If
I know
man
you've
pull
been
up,
more so focused
I knew it. I knew you were gonna do that.
You've been more so
did you hear what I said?
Yes.
I heard you. You've been more so focused on the archives, and we probably can say like apparel. Have there been any like fashion collaborations that have kind of caught your eye across like the last couple months or last year or so?
I would say I really love SEKANI. I know this is old, but SEKANI and Carhartt, that was a collab.
That was cool.
That was a
That was a
collab.
moment as well. Fashion
As of recent, any fashion collabs?
or fashion brands in general.
Brands. Do you know what? I'm really liking the basics, you know, like the Sevenths and the entire studios, but like the quality basics. I'm really feeling that a lot, especially because I'm coming from a place where I like loud clothes, right? Sometimes I find that I don't have clothes that are just calm. Like sometimes I just want a calm day. Like I just want a calm day, and I got this. Do you know what I mean? Like I just got this
full red tracksuit before she has a grey tracksuit.
Facts. I've got this bright pink like fleece. Got a bright blue fleece. Like what? Where's the black? Where's the grey? Like so I think I'm like I've been buying like more like plain things recently. And I will forever, ever love Kid Super. And I think for me, he's like the blueprint to what I want for my brand, where I just fuse art and fashion.
And is that your personal brand or?
So an extension of
What's that called?
SEKANI. Yeah, so that is like a brand that has been like 10 years in the making. That is not here, but it's coming.
But before you continue, what inspired that name? And then we'll go back to other brands.
Do you know what? A film, The Hate You Give. The little boy in it was called SEKANI.
Okay.
And it meant joy. And I think everything that I do kind of has to have purpose. So my art name initially was Art Saved Me. And that has now become the slogan of the brand.
Makes sense.
And yeah, so SEKANI, joy, meaning joy, kind of wanting people to find the joy in the ordinary, like ordinary stuff, finding joy in. And it also had a link to mental health, because I have like mental health for me within the Black community is really important. And yeah, that's kind of where it came from.
Yeah. And back to the brand you're looking at. So from Good Super, anybody else catching your ball? You're not coming brands that are like on the way up. That you're like,
Up and coming. Up and coming brands.
Damn, her talent ID is that high. It's crazy.
Say that again.
I said your talent ID is that high. Everything's like, oh, it's not quite cutting it.
Do you know what it is? Again, I'm a type of person that I'm not gonna buy something unless I love it.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
So if I just like, I feel like I'm quite. My friends like to call me bougie, like, oh, you're so bougie, like. But I just think I'm just particular in what I like. And that's not to say that brands aren't great. It's just that I'm not in love.
It's okay. If
Yeah.
you don't like it,
You know,
That's the thing. Yeah,
But
you're gonna
it's
be
actually
doing
your, it's your money.
But do you know what? Pack, which is an agency,
Yeah.
Big up them.
big up them, shout out Pack. They just, well, they haven't released it yet, but they've got a tracksuit.
They've got something on the way, innit?
Oh,
They've
is
got
it?
something on the way.
What's that say?
Okay.
Hard.
Hear it.
Like,
Hear it.
every time I wear it, I find a new detail.
Fairs.
And I'm like, what the hell? And it's such a simple thing, but the detail and the thought behind the design, you can see it. And I love it. Pack wears, I know that they're just going to do sensational things with that as well.
Sorry, that even reminded me, off topic but not off topic. when I went to Montenegro, imagine, my girl cooked me because I was gonna go in my tech fleece.
So what?
To the airport.
I mean, why are we still wearing tech fleeces?
I
And then you know what video came out last week?
Side eye. I'm joking.
The video of the woman saying that, why as a man are you walking to the airport in comfortable clothes? She said you should be in jeans.
Oh, what, that gives her
or
the ick?
chinos.
Nah.
Goes to the airport.
She's doing
Chinos
that.
to the airport.
That's
Insane.
too much.
I
Like,
said, alright, bro.
Must think
that's
I'm going, must
that's
think
insane. But tech fleece, please throw it away.
I'm going back to Ghana with
You
my
got a little
dad.
brother?
Nah.
Oh, I was gonna say, give it to them.
You see my sister?
Yeah. But
What's
tech
wrong
fleece-
with tech fleeces?
Do you know what? I
I feel like it's the stigma.
No, I don't think it's the stigma. Do you
Big
know
up
what I
Aleali.
mean? I just associate a tech fleece with young boys. That's it.
What about not to tech fleeces? You know,
That's even worse for me.
boxy, long.
What the drop of
Yeah.
it? I prefer the fit, but it's still a tech fleece.
Okay,
Do you know what I
okay.
mean?
I just if you're consistent, you know.
Yeah. Like, the fit is better, but it's just, I guess it's just association. It's
Yes.
what I associate a tech fleece with, or who I associate a tech fleece with, and you're above that.
Fair enough. Lift your head up, king. But yeah, now I'm in the hunt for a new tracksuit. But
No,
Yeah.
I was looking at the Seven website.
Oh, I love
Something mad
Seven.
see me, man.
Yeah,
But
I
you
love
need-
it. This
I
the
need the zipper
price
one.
point is just
They have zip up.
yeah, I know. But
yeah. It's just the price point for me.
Yeah.
But again, I'm at my point where I'm buying into things that I know are gonna last.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
better
yeah.
quality. You know.
Bad at it.
Yeah.
Eman's been our wear tester. He's been wearing Seven for the last year and a half, maybe 2 years.
Year and a half.
it's not coming up to 3.
Is it free?
This is 4, nigga.
You got the jacket. When did you get the tracksuit?
Oh,
That was
before
2 years now.
lockdown.
Really?
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 I've had the clothes.
Tracksuit.
I was wearing it in uni.
Sorry, man.
Damn.
Do you know
had
what? Going back
money.
to brands though, Daily Paper.
Yeah.
They're really doing
Yeah.
their thing.
I just like
They're
this.
really-
This is just something I like, so I bought it. But
Yeah.
even when we,
But
we
then
go on.
every drop,
Yeah.
there's
usually
something
they get better
crazy.
now. Yeah.
Like just even the clothes. Like they did a leather jacket that was like
Leather
embossed.
Ooh,
Leather jackets.
Yeah, and there's got a tracksuit actually
Oh, is it?
that is like, it's very subtle, but then when you look up close the details, they've got like the Daily Paper emblem.
That's
like,
the type of stuff I need.
it's
Monogram
so.
stitch,
Say it again.
like a monogram stitch.
It's not even stitched. It's more reflective.
That's
yeah.
the type of stuff I need.
Like
man.
it's so hard. It's so
there's
hard.
some brands I just like. Well, it's with Daily Paper. I just want something that's different. Obviously, Daily Paper is already different on the market. You go out and you don't see Daily Paper necessarily. So it's like when you go into their store. One, I'm just happy that like I'm seeing a black brand that's different in terms of it's nice
Plinth.
clothing.
Yeah, now they're all coming to me
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
Plinth.
it's nice
I
clothing.
went to the DSM pop up.
Okay.
Oh, is it?
How-
with
how is
the,
it?
the spider
Are they
sheet?
proper
Yeah.
kitted out, or are they just like
So
few part?
they have like a dome section, like a little. I want to say like probably like
a small little
like a
section?
semicircle situation. T-shirt rails, black T-shirt and a white T-shirt. I picked up the white T-shirt. Then they have the.
Is it still there?
Yeah, it should be. I think. Then they have.
They
put
should
it-
have that fully stocked. How can you be in like it should be fully stocked?
Yeah.
Like,
I
come
need to
on,
find out what the silhouette's called.
Yeah,
before I
is
forget.
this now like they have now
their
permanent?
consignment store. I'm assuming so.
Is it
Yeah.
Where in DSM?
in DSM?
Yeah.
Like they're fully there now.
If they're fully there, I'll go there tomorrow because I need to return something.
They need-
The Oasis Spider.
yeah,
So they had the shoes, one in like a mini dome in the middle of the like section.
No
Had the shoes on
jackets?
display. No jackets. They had
no,
nothing else.
no denim.
No, nothing. Literally.
Oh, what's
just
the point then?
t-shirts. But because you know, like it's a thing of ownership, innit? Like if you're gonna go to DSM, why put all your best pieces? The idea is to.
But then
create new
also-
customers to then come to your main website to shop.
I hear that. This is why you would put a limited quantity.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
just put
Because
10 bullies.
I hate I
Yeah,
hate
maybe
that
need a
whole
bully,
like,
man.
let's put a password. Let's only drop on this day. Let's only make it 48 hours. It's like, okay, what if my invoice comes after 48 hours? Like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah,
Do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
I
Like,
think those like a lot of because Undiscovered IG, they're like an Instagram collective.
yeah, I've seen
and
it.
they like talk a lot about fashion, and they're very interesting. They were speaking to Silk Sid from Years of Tears, and he was saying that he's feeling like, and it's something I've been noticing as well, like, I feel like brands are gradually moving away from this password drop method, simply because, like, it was sustainable when people were active like that. It's becoming more and more unsustainable to do that. So even you're seeing Cortez, the website being open for longer.
Yeah.
And on the main page, I noticed this week, on the main page they have their products that they've done in the drop. But the other pages, if you go to, like, for example, bottoms, you'll see more listings of other bottoms that they have available in the warehouse. So it's just like different ways to kind of like get people shopping that's more interesting than just simply open the website.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then the main store is what? Manchester. And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
they're fully stocked there, but who's going to Manchester?
Yeah,
Is-
man, he's a...
Man,
Do you know what I mean?
But like, I think like for the way I see it, because when I spoke to Junior last year at the Basement Cup, he was like, "Yeah, I've always had plans to go into retail at some point. Like, I've always wanted to do that." And I was like, "Alright, cool. So like, what does that look like?" He was like, "Probably just scale it, innit? So like, it might start off small. In this case, 2 t-shirts and a pair of shoes, but gradually
It was scale.
build it out to something bigger." And that's how you get to compete with like the very best in these boutique stores.
Right.
So,
But yeah, you don't want to get to a point where it's like, okay, you've dropped these 2 T's. Because I always look at it as from a point where no one knows what your brand is, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You drop 2 T's. I'm not looking at these 2 T's. Do you know what I mean?
Put their best foot forward, innit?
Like,
Yeah.
Cherise wants the loud yellow t-shirt with the red stripe going through that says Clits in purple.
no, but just give us like, okay, cool, drop your 2 T's, but give us something also that is like, this is who we are as a brand. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I guess maybe they've kind of done that with the shoe. But if I don't want the shoe, what else can I purchase?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So just give us a bit of variety. But well done to him though for getting there as
Yeah,
well.
100%, 100%.
Yeah,
Real
watching the growth is great.
Real journey. Cool. Question for you, yeah. And it's a question that I want you to answer for our viewers who might be like emerging in the creative space or might be a bit burnt out trying to understand where they're meant to go next. How important is it to send that email? In your eyes?
Yeah. In my eyes, sending the email is it's a make or break of your career, really. Like, it's the
Explain what
difference.
you mean by sending an email first.
So, cool. As an individual, yeah, that has access to certain people, you might have access to people, but because you've never audibly said this is what you do or brought it to their attention, they don't know what you do.
Yeah.
And it's always like a thing of, you might see them and be like, oh, like, what are you doing now? And you've got like 30 seconds to give them an update.
Right.
But you don't follow up with like an email and say,
Right.
oh, like this kind of
Right.
thing.
Right.
So I remember the last time, one of the last times I saw you, because it's been a while since I've seen you, there was, you wanted to go to Art Basel.
Yeah.
And you were telling me how you were planning to send an email out.
Yeah. Which
to-
I didn't do.
So, that's where the question came from. How important is it to send that email?
Yeah. It's really important because I'm not going Art Basel. But maybe if I send the email, I'll be there. You know what I mean? But I think what a lot of creatives don't realize, because a lot of creatives will be in my DMs talking about, oh, how do you get to this place and how do you get to that and how did you get that collaboration? Relationships are key to what you're doing, and I think sometimes even it doesn't even matter how talented you are, as long as you got that connection,
Big facts.
you're in the door. So I think sending the emails is so important. And to be honest, I should send emails more. Do you know what I mean? I'd probably be a
everything
lot.
has to be fair.
Yeah, I'd probably
Yeah.
be a lot further in my career if I did. But it's literally make or break of your career. Like, you could miss out on a huge opportunity because you've decided to keep quiet. And I always say, be loud about what you do. Speak about it. Like, find that thing. Because me, I'm low-key a shy babe, you know. I'm an introvert. Like, I'm not trying to talk all the time. I'll be real. I'll go into these spaces and they can feel overwhelming, especially when you feel like imposter syndrome is kicking in, etc. They can feel really overwhelming. Find something that draws people to you. For me, it's my loud clothes. My clothes are loud. Oh, I like your jacket. I'll just be like, oh, thank you. What's your name? Conversation starts from that. So just find things that work for you. But yeah, sending an email, having a conversation, or even asking someone for coffee or 15 minutes of their time, like, just don't be too proud to do it, because it can take you places that you alone can't get to on your own. So yeah, it's so important. Like, relationships are a big part of, especially as a freelancer, like, it's a big part of our career, like relationships.
Also, when the opportunities come, make sure you say thank you as well, because it's
Literally.
always easy to forget, like, how you got there.
Literally.
Or credit and shout out.
And
to-
9 times out of 10, they don't even want the credit. They'll be like, "Oh, don't be silly." Like,
Yeah,
but
nice
it's just
to do,
like,
innit?
yeah, it's just like,
It's
wow,
respectful.
without you, I wouldn't have got this. So, yeah, definitely credit. And follow up as well. Just because you've done something with a brand, like, 2 years ago, that doesn't mean that you can't go again. Like, hi, we did this 2 years ago. I was thinking maybe we could do this. And, like, remind people of who you are. Because if you've worked with them once, you can work with them 10 times more.
Big fact.
So, yeah.
The way I look at things now, I look at things differently, because it used to be like, oh yeah, I want to work with this one person like once kind of thing, and then you move on to the next.
Yeah.
But if you can get like a regular retainer, or like every quarter you have some kind of work from the same person, and you're doing a job, that's consistent money.
Right. And
And then you can start thinking about long term, how does
Right.
it scale?
Right.
Rather than like working towards that one day, and after that it's like, damn, that was fun. Ain't got nothing
I
else to
think
do now.
also that's the dream, because it's like then you've got more space to do what you want, right?
Facts.
You've got the money to do what you want as well, and work on the personal stuff. Because I think when you're freelance, it's just like bam, 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 go, 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 go. Me, I want to get to the point where I'm just doing 2 jobs a year.
Bro, I literally said this to somebody the other day. I was like, yo, I want to do like 3 or 4 big jobs. I might do
Yeah.
like small little projects, just like personal stuff, or like, but really working, 3 or 4 big jobs a year,
Right.
and I'm steady.
Literally
And
that.
then other stuff, passion projects, giving back, charity work, etc.
Exactly.
Add all up.
Exactly. Because even now, I give back a lot. I give my time a lot to different people, different places. And luckily, I'm able to afford that. But then sometimes it comes to a point where, shit, I need to get another job. I can't be working too much on this person's this or whatever it is. So, yeah, to be able to just get like 60K, one job, be sorted, like,
That's the dream, man.
that's the dream.
That's the dream.
That's the dream.
What other what other advice do you have for upcoming creatives? I know you've given a lot, but just, I know you like to imposter syndrome yourself, but what other advice do you have for people who are still coming up or who are lost in the way?
Yeah.
Or even, what advice would you give yourself if you were to start again?
Do you know what? I'm not sure if I would give myself advice, because I think where I've been able to get in the short space of time that I've been able to get, like, I pushed myself to do all of it. Do you know what I mean? I knew that I had to stop being a homebody. I knew I had to be outside. I knew I had to open my mouth. I knew I had to put myself forward, and I did all those things, and that's why I'm able to sit here today and say, like, oh yeah, I worked with Netflix, I worked with this company, so I actually wouldn't even do anything differently. The only thing I probably would have done is, obviously, I told you I worked as a social worker, right? I did social work. I probably wouldn't have done that. Like, honestly, I probably just would have been a creative from the jump. Do you know what I mean? Like, but for me, it was just about pleasing my family. Like, I went to uni, pleased my family. I wasn't happy, so I probably would have just done what I wanted to do from the jump. But in terms of, like, advice for creatives, don't hold yourself back due to perfectionism. Like, I think perfectionism can be paralyzing. Perfectionism makes us procrastinate. Create work for yourself. Don't create work because you think it's going to be popular or you think people are going to like it. Be authentic in your creativity, in your journey, in your branding, and who you are, because it just will come with ease then. I feel like a lot of creatives, or just people that are even artists, for instance, they feel like they have to show up and be someone else. And that's where the pushback comes, and that's why it feels so hard. And like when it comes to me and my personal branding, everything that you see, it's me. Like it's who I am, and so it just comes with ease. And yeah, just keep pumping out work, keep working. Like don't stop working, don't get complacent, because the minute you've got complacent, that's it really. That is it, because you can get a bag, and you can lose it real quick. Like money comes and goes. So. Yeah, those are the main things, and just keep believing in what you're doing. Like you kind of have to be delusional in a way, and believe that you're gonna be this global creative director that you want to be, like and walk around like you are that before you've made it. I think I'm really big on energy, and the energy that you put out is the energy that you kind of receive. So if you walk around like you're a millionaire, that's what you'll become. Do you know what I mean? You'll attract the right things, you'll be in the right spaces to become that. But yeah, good luck to everybody, man. You're all great. Everyone's great, and don't let anybody tell you any different, honestly. And don't compare yourself. Like, nobody is you. That is your
Comparison
superpower.
is the thief.
It's the thief of joy.
Facts.
It's the thief of joy, and I think people need to realize that like no one is them, and no one can do things the way you do things. You can't be replicated. So, yeah.
That's why you should be a photographer.
But what about Michael, Eman? What about you two? Do you have any advice for creatives out there?
Any advice? No, but literally.
Or how do you go through your creative process? Like what keeps you going? What's your motivation?
Completion. I like finishing things.
The end goal.
Yeah. Like there's like I'm not sure what the theory behind it is, but there's like a mental theory or like a neurological theory. Like when you finish something,
Don't give me hey.
But
that's your word for next time.
I already know. Hey.
I'm gonna
cycle.
like go off with that though, because I think I'm with you. I think I'm like, yeah, let's just get it done kind of thing. But I also think that creatives should not focus on the end goal and enjoy the journey. And because a lot of the time the end goal does not go to plan. I can make a deck here from my creative direction and say, yeah, this is what we're going to do. Boom, 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 boom. And it looks fabulous. And then we get to the end result, and the end result is not replicating the deck, but we're here now. So I think
like when I say end result, it's not just necessarily like that final product.
Yeah, it's just the completion of it.
Exactly, because like it's like the end result is a culmination of everything you've learned on the way in. So if you start at A, you get to Z. Z might look a bit different to the font that A was in, but hey, you know what?
We're here though.
B all the way to Y and touch down at Z.
Yeah. We're here.
Wanted to work with people that you enjoy working with, and people that you respect in their own respective fields.
Yeah.
So I think like you said, don't be such a perfectionist that it blocks you from actually finishing your tasks. So otherwise, that's how you have bare work lined up, and it's not coming out because it's not good enough.
And share it anyway. Even if you think it's shit, share it anyway.
The L's are painful.
But the thing is, the L's to the outside world, they're not L's. People are looking at it like, wow, that is fantastic. How did you do that then? And the whole time I'm like, oh, this is like my worst piece of work I've ever created. So share it anyway. Like, always share. Always share.
And what else would I say? Nothing's linear. I have a friend of mine, a friend called Zion. He was like, he was like proposing something to me, and he was like, oh, like, yeah, like, if you buy into this thing, it's not a linear thing. And I kind of took from what he said was like, work might not equal the M today, but the compound interest of all the positive work you do could make an M tomorrow or next year. And just because you get the M next year, the following year might not be like that. So like at the same time, just understand that yes, you're putting energy into a pot that's variable, but have faith in the fact that your work is increasing in quality, and so as a result of that, you do more.
Brick by brick.
Literally. So, yeah.
Brick by brick.
Yeah. Brick upon brick upon brick.
Editor?
I would say, enjoy the process, one. Two, always try and improve. Always try and learn from what you did before. Like me going back to what I first, because when I'm editing, I'll talk about editing specifically. But when I'm editing, I have an idea of what I want to do, and I try and visualize it and then put it down. It might not always look the same. Like there's some things I've edited that probably look all right, but behind the scenes, like in the actual timeline, I'm like, this is not how it's meant to look. But yeah, just enjoy the process, and in general, it's very cliche, but just treat everyone the same. Like
Facts.
you never.
Big facts.
It's not even like I'm treating you the same because of what can potentially happen. Just be a nice person.
Be a nice person. Yeah.
It's World Mental Health Day.
Yeah.
man. Just
Also,
be
you
nice.
don't know who you're talking
Fair
to.
enough.
Exactly.
You actually don't know who you're
Big
talking to. Like a lot of the time, like when we're outside, and I meet someone, and then they're yeah, I'm the CEO of. I'm like, raw.
Oh, man.
Raw.
And London,
Today, mad.
and London is small as well. So
Yeah.
With that-
People talk. Yeah.
London is small.
People
Before
talk.
we move on to people, I want to say one more thing. I want to say, don't be afraid to collaborate.
Oh, collaboration's key.
Bro, like it's you can't do everything by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And like even in a conversation between me and Cherise today, we're like, okay, cool. There's potential work to be had down the line. Like, I feel like people have to take on that whole thing of like they want to be that person that worked by themselves and got out of the mud. And props to you. That's great. But at the same time,
Make your life easy.
exactly, and you're probably actually scared. That's why you don't collaborate. You're probably scared of the fact that you have to sacrifice a little bit of your vision to somebody else.
Yep.
And that is scary, but at the same time, it gives space for more. So like, why not? You know,
Learn to let go.
literally.
Yeah.
And Bolu, any advice for the people then?
All I really have is your biggest opposition is yourself. Like when you really think about it, the only person that stops you from putting that
Why are
work
you so
out.
loud?
I just deeped it.
The only person that's stopping you from putting that work out is yourself.
Relax.
The person that's, as you said, stopping you from sending that email is yourself. The only person that's stopping you from getting up and getting active is yourself.
No man, now I'm active.
He's still going.
Like,
He'll be in the background.
like it's even like that's the fundamentals of everything I do. Like even when I'm like in the gym, for example, like I'm not in the gym looking to look like someone else. I just want to be better than myself yesterday. Kind of thing. So it's always my
1%
biggest
every day.
my biggest opposition is, or your biggest opposition is yourself.
By the way, I haven't ignored you on the LinkedIn stuff because I feel like there's a bit of energy.
No, it's okay.
I was receiving it, but I haven't ignored you.
Listen, you're not. This is a sample size. What I'm saying.
No.
everyone.
Don't worry.
Everyone's.
I'm not taking it personally.
No,
I'm
no,
just telling
you should.
because you're keeping me accountable.
No,
And
take
I'm
it
telling
personally.
you,
Take it personally.
There's new work coming
At
out this
you.
weekend. There's new work coming out this weekend,
We're looking forward to seeing that.
and thank you. And when that work comes out, we're gonna get real LinkedIn. We're gonna talk about everything from like the last when they say like year and a bit, and don't be afraid to post work that's out of date because work doesn't really expire.
Yeah,
It
man.
doesn't.
Just gotta be visible. At the end of the day.
So yeah.
Also, think about your digital footprint.
Oh God.
Be thinking about it well.
Well.
Hey.
Michael, you're pointing that way. Just pointing at him, bro.
My digital footprint is not bad.
I'm gonna scrub your Twitter account.
Go for it. I stand by everything I've said.
That's a problem.
Hey, but on that note, it's time.
Yeah.
All of our guests come on the show. They drop some wisdom.
You're
And
right.
before they leave, we ask them to just sign the Air Force One. So
Say no more.
please choose your spot, Madame Artiste. And yeah.
Hey, no more.
What size do you think they are?
These are like 12.
Yours.
Are they not?
What is this
Are
size
you
12?
serious?
These are a size 16.
Wait.
No. They're all size 12. I like that.
No.
I like the fact that you said that.
Do you know what's mad though? I'm a size 5 in it. So
Right.
Oh, it's close.
Don't
So-
give me that. It's close, bro.
so any shoe to me,
Above a
like,
5.
not even above a 5, like maybe like 8
Is-
upwards.
yeah.
It's just
This is why
looks
when
mad.
Billy said, "Do you want to try on your shoe?" We started busting up. Because you were like, "What do you eat?"
Yeah, you can live in this shoe. Bolu's big feet, bruv.
Hey, man.
Bolu's feet are so big.
Where'd you get these from?
He's had to lose his shoe just to wear it.
I got it from
Outlet.
Nike outlet.
Were they on discount?
Yeah.
You have an idea, you have an epiphany.
No, I'm just thinking like,
Where'd you find that?
yeah. Like, whoever is this size is unfortunate for you.
You know, Americans
And then-
are just commonly that size.
I know, right?
Yeah, the Americans, they don't have. And what's the thing with Americans and their age? Because they never look their age.
Bro.
It's probably the water and the processed foods.
Like Shaq West is not younger than me,
Check
but he
this.
is. Yeah.
I also think they grow up before their time.
Mm.
So I think that's another like factor.
I feel like Londoners do that as well a little bit.
Because they have so
think
much
so?
hardship.
Okay.
Boy.
Bruh.
Oh no! Do you know what? I think it not even just hardship, but I think it also depends. Because when I went to New York, I've just come back like a month ago. That place is crazy.
Yeah.
So in order to navigate that,
You need to be
I'm sure you have to have your head screwed on. You know.
Facts.
Because their 27
Amazing.
is not our 27. Their 27
Thank you.
is our like 30.
35.
35.
Yeah.
I like that. 35.
Cherise, thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Honestly,
having me.
Drop some gems, and I hope you've enjoyed your time on
No,
the
I
podcast
have,
today.
I have. It's been a good talk.
Yeah, honestly.
Like,
It's been amazing
I'm
seeing
a
your
photographer
journey.
now, guys.
Yeah, man.
Hit me up if
We-
you want
Come on.
photography.
Come on.
We got there in the end.
Yeah.
That was the whole reason for you to come on the pod.
So,
We're-
people.
Sorry, before you go, like, but no, it's honestly, it's been amazing seeing your journey in it.
No,
like
blessings.
from way back when.
we used to work in a shop together. I'm gonna put it out there.
Yeah.
In Shoe,
Oh, back in Blue Water.
Yeah.
back in Blue
yeah.
Water. So, and I was in uni them times. So
Fair.
it already has been a journey. Creativity was not in my vision at all. At all. I was gonna be a social worker, and that was it.
Fair.
And here we are now.
Hey,
So
man.
Yeah.
Thank God for
It's
change.
amazing.
honestly, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God for real.
But on that note, guys, we thank you for looking in and watching and listening to us at the Stockroom have a conversation with Cherise. If you didn't catch her socials already when it popped up at the start of the episode, check the link in the description to find her and her work. Everything is there in her bio, so literally click the link, follow her, then follow the rest. And yeah, show love. And of course, same way, you know, our links and everything is in the description too. So give us a follow. New work is always coming out. New things are going on. Bolu started talking about a new word. I don't know if it's every day, but it's like whenever Bolu feels like when he gets coffee, he'll drop a new word with some insight. It's actually really interesting.
I
actually really look in for that. I'm enjoying that so far.
you know, it's because obviously before I did psychology in it.
Yeah.
I always talk about it, but I never actually put it out there. So I'm like, yeah, why not? Like,
Keep yapping, man.
yeah,
Literally.
like, and it's my story. The only person that stopped me from posting is myself.
Hey, man.
Biggest op in it.
Yeah.
My friend even said something the other day. He was like, don't look at it as you versus you. It's you and you. So if you make that joint decision between both sides of yourself to do right, it's a joint decision.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
But yeah. Anyway, Shao. On that note, guys, a lot of gems, a lot of wisdom, a lot of laughs. Thank you for watching. Do make sure to like, comment, and subscribe as always. And people, then, thank you again, and we'll catch you in the next one. Until then, adios.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Peace.